Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is your SmackDown watch along for SmackDown episode 1277. Kicking off SmackDown is Triple H in the ring along with Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis. So we're going to tune in to see what Triple H is saying. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell for all notifications, and don't forget to continue to support the channel. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, now that the WWE Championship match at WrestleMania has been decided, we must shift our attention to Seth Rollins and the World Heavyweight Championship.
So yes, Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship will be happening at WrestleMania 40. Yes, this is the match we all been wanting to see. This is the match I've been wanting to see.
WrestleMania will be determined in Perth, Australia, February 24th in the Elimination Chamber.
So we're finally getting it. It's safe to say. I've been preaching and been wanting this match for a while now. We're finally going to get that rematch of Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns.
To reiterate the fact that WWE management is a united front, I will take this opportunity to hand over to my esteemed colleague, the General Manager of Raw, Mr. Adam Pearce. Thank you, Nicholas. Ladies and gentlemen, if I can direct your attention to that Tron and the 12 superstars who will compete for an opportunity to step into the chamber in Perth. Both Ziggler, Randy Orton, Big Bronson Reed, KO, Kevin Owens, the United States Champion Logan Paul, AJ Styles, The Miz, the Almighty Bobby Lashley, Icon, the Scottish Warrior Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn, representing Judgment Day, Dirty Dom Castillo. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, 12 superstars, 6 matches over 3 events, and it kicks off right now with our first contest being AJ Styles against the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre. What a way to kick off the path to Perth in the Elimination Chamber. The Scottish Warrior one-on-one with the phenomenal one-way. To Perth, to the Elimination Chamber, and indeed it's successful there. A pathway to WrestleMania. Huge start to SmackDown.
SmackDown is kicking off with Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles.
I just want to take a moment to tell everybody for showing me, to proving to me with your wallets, you feel the same way as I do about CM Punk. This shirt shot straight to the top of the charts and selling more than Punk's actual shirts, which is hilarious. So DM Hunk is going to make you a promise. Punk will not get 1 penny of the profits. Also, people have been thanking me for last night. Everybody's happy that Cody chose Roman Reigns. Remember when he won the Rumble and he was thinking about fulfilling that promise? He was toying with our emotions. He was playing games, and on Monday I tried to reason with him verbally. He wouldn't answer. So I reasoned with him physically, and what happened? He's gonna finish the story. You're welcome. So I've saved WrestleMania, I've taken out Punk. Cody's gonna finish the story. What's the last thing?
The first match of the night will be Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles.
All I have to do is go through the top superstars in WWE, win the Elimination Chamber, and I'll finally have my moment at WrestleMania, and I will give you a champion you can be proud of. I will give you a champion that's best for business. On the grandest stage of them all, but you know, AJ Styles has the exact same goal. It's an Elimination Chamber. Full fighting match. Making his way to the ring. Something so separate to her. The phenomenal AJ Styles. It begins in a matter of moments, the first qualifier of the night. Who will advance to the Elimination Chamber with the opportunity to head to WrestleMania? We find out next.
So, what do you guys think of SmackDown 1200 so far? Your thoughts on Triple H, Nick Aldis, and Adam Pearce kicking off the show? I'm only asking this to those of you that is actually watching it. Where are my audience at tonight? That's what I want to know. Guess we'll sit back and wait till only got nothing to say. Outside of the fact that SmackDown started off well so far. It did kick off with Triple H, Nick Aldis, and Adam Pearce. Did you guys even get to listen to what Triple H, Adam Pearce, and Nick Aldis get to say? You only got to listen to what Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce had to say, not what Triple H had to say. Well, this is what Triple H said on the mic. He said, "I don't care where you sit. The answers only come from one place. And you are looking at him. Doesn't matter if you don't like that decision." Apparently, those were shots fired at The Rock and Roman Reigns. SmackDown's doing great so far. I mean, nothing stands out bad to me. I mean, they're doing a great job with producing this show. Yeah, I didn't stream World of Tanks. I changed my mind. I didn't want to. I might be streaming it Sunday, though. SmackDown's back on. Time to cut the music off.
Due to injury, something Orton has vowed to not let happen again this year. In fact, Orton now shifts his focus to the world.
How's everybody doing tonight? hell's going on with my mic, but it ain't. I don't know what's going on with my cam, but it's not working anymore. I don't think it's working anymore, to be honest. Let's see. Here we go. How's everybody doing tonight? Yes, I'm wearing a hoodie with my deceased dad's picture on it. I'm wearing it every single week. The anniversary of my dad's death is coming up next month, so there's a reason why. There's one reason why I've been wearing this hoodie.
The Scottish Warrior Drew McIntyre one-on-one with the phenomenal AJ Styles. Wait a minute. As if this wasn't good enough, two former world champions kicking this off, and it just got even bigger. Two former world champions and a man who many would consider a future world champion. Oh, he's heading our way, Corey. Did you have something to do with this bad news? I have no clue. I know you're the king of the LA Knight fan club. I'm about to jump out of my underpants because the megastar LA Knight is joining us at the desk for this match of the year. The thing in the receipt right here. Get out of the Dodgers hat. Best day ever. Welcome, LA Knight. Segue. Let's please keep your underpants.
McIntyre getting distracted because LA Knight came out.
And McIntyre just dropped Styles with a heavy chop.
Wonder why LA Knight is on commentary for this match tonight.
Qualifying for the World Championship, right? You talked about I just walked out of
And I wonder if Drew McIntyre is getting drafted. I wonder if this is an indication that Drew McIntyre may be getting drafted to SmackDown.
But I tell you what, I am going to go over there. I'm going to win the Elimination Chamber. We're looking at your next World Champion. All I need is a one-on-one match at this point. Wow, I love it, LA Knight, and you've already been named as one of the people who will have a qualifying.
First match of the night, Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles in an elimination qualifier match.
Potential opponents? Well, I mean, look, when people are talking about you got a World Championship title match coming up here. It happens on the back end of the Elimination Chamber. Here, my name is mentioned, and I see guys getting dropped like that. I said, well, let me just go ahead and take a look at who I might be in the chamber with, right? Yeah. Well, watching this sort of physicality that Drew McIntyre is capable of, does that give you any pause, or does it excite you? Does it fire you up the pause? Yeah. I tell you what, I'll give him some pause. I'll give him my pause right across his mouth. Another heavy knife edge chop. But look, you gotta still give the guy credit. The guy is a monster. He's dropping some knowledge here on AJ right now. Well, listen, man, there you go. To give the devil his due in LA Knight, Drew McIntyre is one of the only men in the field who emerged victorious in a past elimination chamber, the year 2021. Oh, big backbreaker into the cover. I mean, you want to look at that. Look, I have the experience edge. Good for me, right? But look,
Everybody just now tuning in, welcome.
You're looking at 2023. Look at that right there.
Subscribe to the channel if you do. Hit the thumbs up, all that.
Yeah, but here's the deal. You talk about the experience.
All we need is 7 to 8 more, or 8 more subscribers, and we'll be at 680. Currently have 672 right now. The goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So my channel could be reviewed by YouTube, by the YouTube partnership program.
You know what? Look, for as dumb as AJ Styles, look, he does have a little bit of brain in him right there. But look, here's the thing: when you talk about trepidation, hesitation, anything else that you want to say about the Elimination Chamber, yeah, it's going to be a grueling match. It's going to be a grueling match. At the end of the day, look, I didn't come in here thinking I was going to dance ballet to become a champion here. AJ Styles sent all the way to the floor from the top turnbuckle, courtesy of the brutality. Got a little limp there. Got a little limp on. Oh my God! Styles into the timekeeper's area. McIntyre's in control. Which of these two men will head to the Elimination Chamber?
SmackDown's on its second commercial break. So we're going to change the background. What do you guys think of Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles in Elimination Chamber qualifying match? Has been a great match so far. Guys think of Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles in the next chamber qualifying match has been a great match so far. I don't think the match's been bad at all. Nothing exciting has happened, but it's been a solid match so far. I mean, it's not a match that's just gonna get me. That's just gonna get me happy and say, "Oh my God, we got the greatest match of all time." I'll tell you right now, this is not the greatest match of all time. It's not even the best match. It's one of the more solid matches of SmackDown television. Who are you guys choosing to win this match? AJ Styles or Drew McIntyre? Who are you going with? I'm gonna put up a voting poll asking you guys who you're going with for this qualifying match. I think I'm gonna put one on Instagram too, maybe. Let me see if I can. I don't want to do one. I'm gonna do one on YouTube probably. SmackDown's back on. The heck?
Ringside by LA Knight, one of the 12 men with the opportunity to head to Perth, Australia. These boys are in here just chopping each other down. We got two guys. Is Seth's actual middle name Freakin', by the way? I'm gonna check with that. All right, check his birth certificate. My Lord, tingling ever since he sat down LA Knight. During that commercial break, you started pointing at the WrestleMania sign. I'm getting excited, but right now we've got two top stars in the ring going hell for leather in pursuit of an opportunity. Hey, that's what we call the undeniable of LA Knight. You better calm down over there. With some strikes from the phenomenal Styles, McIntyre is rocked. Drop that tree down. Suddenly, the opportunity for McIntyre to put of misery that he's experienced by getting back to Russell is slowly slipping away. The ball fully in the court of the phenomenal AJ Styles. You better capitalize on that stuff going to sleep. AJ thinking about the Styles class right now. McIntyre.
Y'all keep on supporting the channel now.
They just built McIntyre a little bit different. This is the no mercy era of Drew McIntyre, and I'm thrilled I'm not on the roster for it. What's he doing? McIntyre hoisting Styles up onto his shoulders. This can only end in catastrophe.
What is he doing? What is he about to do to AJ Styles on the top rope?
Styles doing his best to fight out of harm's way. Too well scouted. With the power of AJ Styles. That's gotta be it right there. Shoulders down. That's true. That's how McIntyre survives. Okay, boys.
Wow. The power on AJ Styles was on display.
AJ Styles expertly slipping out of that move from McIntyre, only to show off his ridiculous power, almost scoring the victory. Well, this is what you're talking about. You look at Perth, you look at Elimination Chamber, every single person going into that match, there isn't one scrub walking in here. You got a bunch of thoroughbreds coming in here, but that doesn't change the fact that each and every one of these guys will fall to LA Knight. You look at this much now for Drew McIntyre, you look at AJ Styles, each and every one of them falling.
Oh! Future shot DDT from Drew McIntyre.
And the Scottish Warrior is turning the tides, but potentially the damage suffered courtesy of AJ Styles earlier in the match could be a factor here. Well, we know the next play is from here from McIntyre. We've seen it time and time again, and if this connects, it is game over for the phenomenal one. If that leg hurt the way it was, I feel like he should have draped the cover there. I don't know. This could be a bad move. Styles out of the way.
That durability of AJ Styles. LA Knight knows all about that for the past few weeks. Calf crusher attack.
It's in. Styles has it since. Calf crusher submission. McIntyre in trouble.
The way his leg is right now, you gotta believe this is it, right? This is going to be over. Scrambling for that rope, perhaps the only way out of that move of McIntyre's hopes for an opportunity in the Elimination Chamber. Live on.
LA Knight, how are you feeling? We don't even know who your opponent will be in your qualifying match.
Nobody knows. Look, here's the deal. You talked about, we get Elimination Chamber.
All right, I posted the voting poll. Who you guys got in this elimination qualifying match? AJ Styles or Drew McIntyre? Vote. Let's get at least 4 or 5 likes on the stream, too.
Elimination Chamber when it's all said and done.
Right now, things not looking too good for the phenomenal AJ Styles, who was thinking about a phenomenal forearm, but McIntyre again 1 step ahead. A nasty crash landing, and Styles is all out of sorts.
This is something you're not going to see in the Elimination Chamber because it can't possibly spill out like this. You're stuck in the thing. Oh boy. All right, we're getting up close and personal now.
That Georgia Bulldog mentality of AJ Styles. Just keep fighting, keep moving forward.
Ever since that knee issue.
Oh, look out, guys! AJ Styles just launched in the direction of the megastar. McIntyre wisely going back into the ring to break the official's count.
Megastar just poured a bottle of water all over AJ Styles.
There's certainly no shortage of history between Styles and Knight. But right now, McIntyre looking to capitalize off of the collision on the outside.
McIntyre will take a win any way he can here. Momentary distraction by LA Knight, but once again, AJ back on top.
Inside cradle. 1, 2, our official Justin McGuire all tied up with LA Knight, who just man cost Styles the chamber.
Now dropped by AJ Styles. Only a matter of time before the megastar on the distraction table.
And you can count to 20. Here's your winner, Drew McIntyre. What a win for the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre. Well, had it not been for AJ Styles momentarily taking his eye off the ball, it could be a whole different story, Wade.
Well, he was ahead until that chaotic beat once the distractions took place. But here, ultimately, from 12, we are now down to 11. McIntyre has officially qualified for the Elimination Chamber in Perth, Australia, 2 weeks from tomorrow.
Drew, one massive step closer to the showcase of the Immortals and a showdown with Seth freaking Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship.
I can't wait to see what Cody Rhodes has to say tonight.
Several superstars with Elimination Chamber aspirations on Caleb Braxton is backstage with another one.
Hey, Corey. I'm standing by with Sami Zayn, and Sami, we just saw Drew McIntyre qualify for the Elimination Chamber match, and tonight you face Randy Orton for that same opportunity. But with everything you have going on, how do you feel about your odds of making it to WrestleMania to challenge Seth Rollins?
Look, I think if the last week has taught us anything, it's that nothing is certain in WWE, especially not around WrestleMania season. And WrestleMania season is an emotional time for a lot of people, myself included, because I'm thinking about how last year I was in the main event of WrestleMania, and this year I'm watching that window close fast. But I don't have time to get emotional. I have to look at the facts. I have to look at what is right in front of me, and what is right in front of me tonight. It's a qualifying match for the Elimination Chamber with a 13-time world champion. With a guy who might be one of the very, if not the very best ever to do it in that ring, Randy Orton. And if I should get through Randy Orton, already waiting for me on the other side in that Elimination Chamber is Drew McIntyre, a man who, as he pointed out correctly, a man I've never beaten. So it's not an easy path, but it's a path. So I'll take it.
There you have it. Sami Zayn versus Randy Orton tonight on SmackDown.
I don't know if that's a good idea for Sami Zayn to go against Randy Orton or not. man. Don't seem like a good idea for some reason. Don't forget, Bayley will be addressing a dreadful departure tonight. And that Undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship #1 contenders match, that's going to be a good match. Got Team DIY versus Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. That's going to be a banger right there. Waiting on SmackDown to come back from its third commercial break. Who do you guys got in the other Elimination Chamber match? Randy Orton or Sami Zayn? Just wondering. Just asking. Oh, anybody? I guess nobody's not going to say anything. All right, SmackDown's back on.
Just got bigger as Grand Marshal Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson will kick off the Daytona 500. The Great American Race returns February 18th, only on Fox. And earlier today, the 2023 NASCAR Cup Series champ Ryan Blaney knows how to make an entrance. Got the VIP treatment here at the Spectrum Center at Friday Night SmackDown. Burning rubber outside, checking out some WWE gold, doing his best Seth Freakin' Rollins impression, and taking in the sights and sounds of Friday Night SmackDown.
Oh, yes, boy. What a day. What a day. That crowd looks just like Queen Elizabeth. Look, we always wondered when she'd come and see us. Hey, are you mad at Lizzie? What? Are you mad at Lizzie? It's not. It's my hand. Look at it. Let me tell you something, boy. That Pete Dunne character should be ashamed of himself and what he's done to you. I mean, curse thy Pete Dunne! No, come on, we need to put this behind us, all right? Now is our time. I believe it, boy. I think now is our time. It's WrestleMania season. I am ready. Let's show everybody on Friday Night SmackDown. What Pretty Deadly is all about. Oh yeah, you feel it. You feel it brewing up. It's bubbling. It's bubbling. Come on. Yeah. Yes, boy! Ooh, that does look like Lizzie. That's what I'm saying.
Here are two men that Pretty Deadly are very familiar with. The aforementioned Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, the bruiserweight and the big strong boy, ready for tag team action tonight. We'll contrast that with the grit, drive, heart, and blue collar.
Sonic Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa.
They've had to earn everything they've ever got in their careers, and it's no different tonight for DIY with their big opportunity. Well, Tyler Bate has been the man to remind Pete Dunne of exactly who he is, and the two of them have been dreaming of this point. Dunne and Bate against DIY. The winners face Judgment Day for the tag team titles at Elimination Chamber. Tonight on Friday Night SmackDown, where we've got those two teams looking for championship gold. Where in fact last week, right here on Friday Night SmackDown, it was the pursuit of championship gold that led to the disintegration of one of the most powerful factions in WWE. Let's take a look at our Progressive Match Flow.
Match Flow is sponsored by Progressive, a triple threat of protection with home, auto, and more.
The founder of Damage CTRL and winner of the Women's Royal Rumble match.
I don't see no like button. I don't see no thumbs up. Get upset. Get mad.
Bayley choose the challenge in Philadelphia.
Now, when I think about WrestleMania, I've really done it all. But this year's different, and this year is special. So when I think about WrestleMania, I think about being the best. And for me to be the absolute best, I have to beat.
Y'all subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up, please. I really appreciate it.
Or I can go
Continue to support the channel.
I can fight a different fight. Sometimes it comes down to what's in your heart and proving people wrong. And sometimes the people that you thought were your biggest support system, the people that you thought were your friends, sometimes you have to prove them wrong. You guys done laughing? Watashi wa karayo? Yeah, that's Japanese. I picked that up from all the times you guys talked about me behind my back. You guys think I don't see all around me? Baby stuff tonight. You guys talk about me constantly. All I wanted was for Damage CTRL to be the best. But you guys see nothing in me, do you? What happened? Ever since they came around, you turned your back on me.
The Kabuki Warriors laying waste to the woman who was at one time the leader of Damage CTRL. Look at Bayley just.
She was about to hit Io Sky with that freaking lucky she didn't. She lucky she didn't. Bayley should have hit Io Sky with that weapon she had in her hand.
Bayley has promised to address the events of last week and her departure from Damage CTRL as we head toward Philadelphia and WrestleMania tonight.
I'm on my own against the
We're about to find out who is going to join Becky Lynch in the Elimination Chamber.
Uh-oh. Got Bianca Belair, the WWE coming out. It's her theme song.
WWE is proud to support the Ad Council and their Love Has No Labels campaign. Celebrate this Black History Month and visit WWE.me/BHM shop or scan the QR code on the screen to purchase your own WWE Heritage Month merchandise.
$7.50 will be donated from each sale to support Ad Council. We know Bayley has her sights set on Io Sky. The winner of the Women's Elimination Chamber, Wade, has a date with the nightmare herself, Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania.
Should Rhea Ripley, of course, be successful in her defense against Nia Jax, that is.
You're absolutely right, and that is a big, big if. And her accompanied by the OC, Michin! Friday Night SmackDown on Fox is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. This is a massive opportunity waiting for Michin, who was sort of left in the lurch by AJ Styles alongside
There's Mia Yim.
Michin has to make something big happen tonight against one of the most dominant females in recent history.
Yeah, this is scary.
Bianca Belair is digging that theme song. I seen her shaking her head to that theme song. She is digging it. She like it. I wish she had a theme song like that.
Oh my God, the power of the ESP right on the gate. Ooh. Michin with a fantastic counter. Kick connects in again. The third deep cover. Smart strategy by Michin. Coming out of the gate strong, trying to catch Belair off guard. Hook of the leg.
Yeah, undoubtedly, Corey. I got to say, Michin is a rank outsider against someone as accomplished as Belair, as great as Michin can be. She just hasn't hit the same height yet.
Happening right now is Mia Yim versus, I wish they quit calling her Michin. It's Mia Yim versus Bianca Belair. SmackDown on its fourth commercial break. See, this is why a lot of people don't watch SmackDown, because the number of times that SmackDown go on commercial breaks. That's why. This is why I think this is the main reason why a lot of people stop watching wrestling. And if that's the case, then I agree. Then I don't blame them. These commercials make no sense. It don't make no sense to be going on commercial breaks 7-8 times every Friday nights. Getting sick and tired of that. Really am. When SmackDown goes to USA Network, all that's going to be over. Because I won't have to watch SmackDown anymore. I won't have to do any more wrestling watch-alongs anymore. I can just focus on streaming games. I don't even got to watch wrestling no more until SmackDown, Raw, or NXT goes back to Fox or maybe go to Channel 9, maybe. I'm not going to have USA Network. I wish I did, honestly. Better enjoy SmackDown while it lasts, because it'll be going to USA Network this year. But they said it's going to Netflix next year. How the world is SmackDown Raw going to go to Netflix? Is it going to be, are the episodes going to be streamed? Are the episodes going to be live? Like, is Netflix going to be SmackDown Raw's streaming platform? That's the question I have. Oh, SmackDown's back on.
Australia. Who do you like in this one?
Well, just at the tall order it is for anyone to go through two Elimination Chamber and win, but I've got to back Michin at this point. It has been 90% offense from Michin. I was not anticipating that against someone the caliber of Belair, but Belair, of course, still in the fight.
I don't know that Belair was anticipating the offensive onslaught of Michin from the opening bell, but the EST's been able to weather the storm thus far.
The storm's just worse and worse, though, for Belair. This is superb stuff from Michin, who smells opportunity and is refusing to let it slip.
Well, Michin only recently had her first opportunity to win Io Sky's championship. She came up short, but would love to right the ship and head to Perth for the Elimination Chamber.
Oh, but once you get Belair down, you've got to make it count. That was a mistake, over-committing there by Michin. And now perhaps finally...
All right, we can go back to no background now. SmackDown's back on. I'm probably going to go on commercial break in about 4 minutes. They only give us like, what, 10, 15 minutes to 5 minutes to watch the match, and then it goes on commercial break again. I think that's just so nauseating.
And Michin stays alive.
Well, this is the time of year the very best start hitting that top gear, and you saw Belair there just glance up at the WrestleMania sign. This is your pathway, Belair.
Well, Wade, you've had the opportunity to compete at WrestleMania. I've heard it's addicting. The feeling of being on the showcase of the Immortals. That's what every superstar in WWE strives for year after year.
You ain't wrong, Corey, but I'll tell you this, missing out on WrestleMania stays in your soul for a long time. And when you get in moments like this, to put part of your ticket to the showcase of the Immortals, you know you've got to make it.
I'm ready for work tomorrow. I'm ready for work tomorrow.
Intends on putting the EST back in WrestleMania yet again, but Michin looking to play spoiler, looking for the superplex here. Belair in trouble. That could do it. Can Michin capitalize?
Jim hurt herself in the process, gingerly making it over to her.
Hook of the leg. And Bianca Belair keeps this one alive.
And you just sense the growing confidence in Michin. Of course, you had the excellent matchup against Io Sky at New Year's Revolution. She got herself a taste of the big time.
Michin wanted to eat defeat, but it's countered by Bianca Belair, who has Michin in position. Bianca wanted the KOD. Michin able to stop it. Eat defeat.
That's a fortuitous bounce out of the ring for Bianca Belair. And those vital seconds wasted for Michin, unable to get that pin.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Wade. Michin looking to punch her ticket to Perth.
Takes a little Styles clash from a former mentor, AJ Styles, but reversed. And once again back in the jaws of death. KOD.
Covered by Belair. And the EST is headed to the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, it took too much time showing off instead of actually giving Bianca Belair the Styles Clash.
But the EST was just too powerful.
No, me and EM just took too much time. Why she lost?
For Michin, Hello Chamber for Bianca Belair.
Two red-hot favorites already booking their places in the Elimination
She took too much time in that match.
Tomorrow, the non-speculation now, Bianca Belair, 4 places left to go, and those will be booked over the next 2 weeks.
Somebody looking to make WrestleMania plans. There we see the former leader of Damage CTRL.
The week of shocks in WWE, no more shocking than the ouster of Bayley from Damage CTRL. 2024 Royal Rumble winner is here next to address her departure.
I don't know what's going on with my eyes tonight, man. I mean, I took a nap. Like, my eyes shouldn't be, eyelashes shouldn't be messing with me like they are. go. All right, SmackDown's back on.
I just want to take a second to tell you how proud I am of you, and like watching you from coming in the door to where you are right now, man, it's been impressive to see. It's awesome, and I'm anxious to see what you can do at this level, man. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you. Thank you. You know, while I am there, I just can't, I don't understand my brain because I got like these two great offers, Raw and SmackDown. Just trying to figure out like where to go. I don't know. Do you have any advice? I don't know. How you doing? How are you? Wonderful to see you. Yes, it's like absolutely. Now that is a hell of a talent from a really wacky thing. What do you want? I can see now's not a good time after everything that happened last night. Give you some space, respect. I'll come back next week. When I come back next week, I'll be with my tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And The Rock. Look forward to Oh man, we talking about bruised egos earlier tonight. Bruised egos and Roman Reigns and The Rock, they're going to be here next week on SmackDown. That is a pointless viewing.
That's huge news.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the winner of the
Like anybody's gonna ever, don't like anybody's even gonna give a shit after last night. Like anybody's gonna care. I don't think anybody's gonna give two fucks about The Rock and Roman Reigns being on SmackDown next week, especially The Rock.
Is sponsored by Progressive. And Wade, this is a woman who stunned me.
I'm glad Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns is confirmed for WrestleMania 40. I'm happy about that. I'm glad that match is confirmed. We all wanted that match, especially the Cody Rhodes fans. Cody Rhodes fans and stands and beautiful. I think Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns for WrestleMania 40 better than The Rock versus Roman Reigns. That's just my opinion. And it's going to prove that when WrestleMania gets here. Rock versus Cody Rhodes is going to prove that. Definitely. 4 spots left in the Women's World Championship match for the Elimination Chamber. I wonder if Bayley's thinking about inserting herself in that match. I wonder if Bayley's thinking about inserting herself in that spot. Oh, no, that's right. She already has a championship match. She'll be the challenger for Io Sky's WWE Women's Championship.
Doesn't even want to believe it happened at all. And before hearing you guys chant my name, I thought that maybe there were some of you out there that thought I had it coming. I'm thinking, hey, maybe I had it coming. Who knows? But whether you like me or not, it sounds like you guys are cool. We're cool right now? We're cool right now. That's because you guys have been on this journey with me. You stuck with me all these years, and you guys know what's in here. You guys know how I feel about this. You know my heart for this. Damage control meant everything to me.
Yes, she does.
Thank you. Damage control meant everything to me, guys. They were my family. You saw how many times I put damage control before myself. Over and over again. I gave, and I gave. I didn't ask any questions. I didn't ask for anything in return. And all they did was take from me. So I thought, after I won Royal Rumble, maybe they'd all be happy for me and I'd come back and everything would be fine. But that didn't happen. Every time I came in the back, they were laughing. Every time I turned around, every time I walked into a room, they stopped talking. I'm not an idiot. I've been in this situation far too many times to not have learned my lesson. And at WrestleMania, Io was going to learn the hard way. Bayley! Bayley! Dude, I've been trying to text you all week. Are you ghosting me? What, we're not in a friendship anymore? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Where the hell were you last week? You know that I'm so close to being cleared. I had to meet with my doctor last week. I didn't know about all this going down. I didn't. Got the crap, Dakota. Every time I walked in the back, you were right alongside Kyrie, Asuka, and Io, and you were right there laughing with them. You were right there and you tried to calm me down every time. No, you knew what was going on the whole time. Look, okay, hear me out for 1 second, all right? I was put in a really tough spot.
I was, but I always believed in damage control. I always believed in what you created. And Io did too. Up until Kyrie and Asuka came along, she did. Okay, and I know you had some weird history with Kyrie, and I thought everything would be okay. But once the two of them got in Io's head, like the rest was history. You know what happened. Then why didn't you tell me? Look, I wanted to. I did. I didn't know how to do that. Look, I missed the three of us. Right? You, me, and Io. We were like sisters. The OG three of damage control. It felt like we could do no wrong because we always had each other. All right? And you've always been like a mentor to me. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you.
I think she's telling lies.
I didn't know how to tell you because it seemed to me
She's got to be
that
telling
your plan
lies,
was
man.
working, right?
Tell me I'm not
Because
telling
you won
lies.
the tag titles. You won the Royal Rumble. That's all you. We were so close to having it all, and look, I thought the situation with Kyrie and Asuka would just blow over, but it didn't. Fine. Well, we're here right now. Where do you stand? What's it gonna be now, huh?
It seemed as though Dakota was going to give Bayley an answer, but we are about to be joined by the WWE Women's Champion, Io Sky. Wade, as you can see, as usual, flanked by the Women's Tag Team Champions, the Kabuki Warriors.
This is a sight that should strike fear into the heart of Bayley. Nothing positive can come out of this.
Dakota just bailed on Bayley. Bayley is all on her own in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, because Dakota is not stupid, that's why.
Well, she could just get in the ring and help her out.
No. Look at this, Dakota Kai wielding a steel chair. Yet another in a series of shocking events within Damage Control.
Dakota Kai appears to be the protector-in-chief of Bayley. Not a moment too soon for the Royal Rumble win.
I'm saying bye with Randy Orton. And Randy, with all the past success at WrestleMania, how determined are you to earn the spot this year, starting tonight with Sami Zayn?
Okay, first off, let me just say that earlier tonight, Sami Zayn said that it's not a given that everyone makes it to WrestleMania, and he couldn't be more right. And I know more than anybody how it's not a given to make it to WrestleMania. Just last year, I was injured at home, watching from the sidelines. It was horrible. But I did learn an invaluable lesson: patience. You see, in this business, the Viper is always known when to strike. But now, I know how important it is to wait. So as far as Roman Reigns is concerned, I can just sit back and wait. But my road is taking a slight detour. Tonight, I face Sami Zayn, and if everything goes my way, and I plan on having everything go my way, I move on to the Elimination Chamber. But in the chamber, okay, there's going to be one constant, and that constant is absolutely cold, calculating, lethal. That one constant Well, that word constant is the three most destructive letters in all of sports entertainment. R-K.
Randy Orton, Sami Zayn, Elimination Chamber qualifiers still to come tonight. And it's tag team time, bad news.
To my face. Couple of countrymen. You can't have enough Englishmen on this show. That's what I've been saying, Corey.
Is a tag team match for the winner. Face Judgment Day at Elimination Chamber. Introducing first, the team of Tyler Bate and the Cruiserweight. It was Tyler Bate who recently showed up on SmackDown and reminded Dunne
Opportunity just keep coming tonight. This time for the right to challenge the Judgment Day at the Elimination Chamber.
They deserve it, obviously. They seem to deserve more than DIY right now. As much as I hate to say it. I mean, DIY deserves a championship opportunity too, but Dave.
2 weeks away.
Hold on. I don't know what's going on. Up next is Tyler Bate P. Dunne versus Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. In an undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship No 1 Contenders match. That is going to be a banger. That is going to be an absolute banger, that match is. That Gran Turismo 7 game, I tried it out yesterday. It's not bad. It's really, really good game. If you play it right. It's good if you play it right. What is this? You guys think Cody Rhodes is the next John Cena in WWE? I think he is. SmackDown's back on.
It is WrestleMania season. Now, mind you, last week, Final Testament was really starting to figure out what it means to deal with us as a unit.
Yes, sir. Don't worry. We ain't forget about y'all either, Final Testament. We still got them receipts for y'all.
But we have business to attend to. Bigger business. And that business starts on Monday when Bobby goes head-to-head with Big Bronson Reed for his spot in the Elimination Chamber.
Yes, it is my time. I'm winning the Elimination Chamber. And then WrestleMania will be all mine.
How about that way? Bobby Lashley, Big Bronson Reed, an Elimination Chamber qualifier. But right now we've got tag team action with Elimination Chamber implications.
And their opponents, the team of Johnny Gargano and Tom
It sounds similar to Austin Theory's theme song for some reason. This theme music. It sounds similar to Austin Theory's.
This would be an opportunity to challenge the Judgment Day, Damian Priest and Finn Balor for the WWE Tag Team Championships in Perth, Australia. Both of these teams won fatal four-way matches on their respective brands to earn this opportunity. Wade, do you have a favorite in this one? How do you see it playing out?
I mean, I'm naturally biased for the English, but I got to take my hat off to DIY also. Great determination. A couple of guys who throughout their careers, and they've had long careers, they have been making gourmet meals out of scraps. That's the only kind of opportunity they've ever been given. Now, nice sporting start here. I'll tell you this too. Ciampa and Bate never been on a WWE Premium Live event. I think Gargano 12 months ago was his last one. Bate maybe was in a Battle Royal at SummerSlam. These are guys who are a little underloved.
It's getting ready to be a banger.
Opportunity in their hands tonight.
Match already starting out good. Look at them exchanging rolling pinfalls. Johnny Gargano and Tyler Bate.
Gargano nor Bate able to sustain an advantage in the early moments.
Cardio machines as well. I'm not quite sure how any of these competitors is going to find an edge in this kind of match.
Wade, how impressed have you been with the return to form of this man we're about to see in a moment, Pete Dunne, who is the legal competitor, who seemed to have a bit of an identity crisis. He was acting more like you after a few too many pints than he was the bruiser.
Well, I don't think he drinks, so I don't know what his excuse is. But I'll say this, Tyler Bate coming back into his life, kind of pumped the brakes on the aggression a little bit for Pete Dunne. He's a lot more cognizant of having a strategy in the match, although that strategy just got smashed out of him by a running Tommaso Ciampa.
Dunne looking to take a high risk. Ciampa out of the way and just uncorked the right hand that might have knocked the incisors out of Dunne's mouth. And here comes Gargano. DIY bringing the heat in this tag team match. Who will challenge the Judgment Day?
Oh, they're just doing more than just bringing the heat now. They're doing more than just that. My channel is not boring. It's just nobody tunes into it enough. It's the problem. Oh my God. Is it really raining outside? Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm going to go on a break real quick. Don't go anywhere. Grab me something to drink. Go outside for a bit. I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. All right, I'm back, everybody. Now to tune back into this WWE Undisputed Tag Team Championship #1 contenders match between DIY and the team of Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne.
Example of a blink and you miss it matchup. Chaos in action since the opening bell. Neither team able to sustain a lead. 4 fists of flying.
Just 4 hungry superstars desperate for opportunity, refusing to let this moment slip through their cracks.
Bump knee by Ciampa. Tag made to Gargano.
DIY closing in on what they do best, Corey.
Gargano and Ciampa looking to meet in the middle. But look at Dunne from the outside. And a snap Ciampa's fingers. Super kick by Johnny Wrestling.
Throwing shots with whatever still works in this matchup.
Double clothesline by Bate.
What a match this has been. What a tag match it's been so far.
Could be looking for the Tyler driver.
Gargano just a little too wise for it.
Super kick right on the chin of the big strong boy. Gargano over the top to the outside. Here comes Bate yet again. Suicide dive takes out Ciampa.
Oh! Clean the clock of Gargano as he went for that slingshot.
Pete Dunne was legal the whole time. He got tagged by Tyler Bate. Told you it made sense for Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne to win the match. Told y'all. I was right. They were built up to this point, so they absolutely deserve this win.
What a fantastic contest. We've seen it all from both sides, but in the end, Tyler Bate takes it high risk, which allowed Pete Dunne to take Johnny Gargano to the bitter end.
Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate tagged in Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne was legal when he was in the ring with Johnny Gargano.
To challenge the Judgment Day for the undisputed WWE Tag Team titles. And a sign of respect from both teams after a battle well fought. I'm going to take a second to send it backstage to our colleague, Byron Saxton.
Congratulations to Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne, who are headed to Elimination Chamber.
Just to get beat by Finn Balor and Damian Priest. And after Finn and Damian retain their undisputed tag team titles, Mommy is going to wipe the floor with Nia Jax and walk into WrestleMania as the women's world champion. And I'm going to go ahead and shoot my shot, saying I'm going to win the Elimination Chamber, face Seth Rollins, and Mommy and I are going to have matching titles.
Dom, don't you still have to qualify?
Qualify. I don't care who they put in front of me. I'm going to slap the taste out of their...
Out of my what? Because I'm the guy. I'm the one you're facing next week on SmackDown. So look, Dom, you can call your shot all you want. The only thing that's going to happen next week is I'm going to give you the beating of a lifetime, and I'm going to dedicate that to the greatest luchador of all time, Rey Mysterio. You know him. It's his dad. Miz!
You supposed to be on Raw. Don't let Nick catch you.
Nick Mysterio?
Nick Aldis.
Okay, I'll be careful.
I'm done.
It's been an interesting night thus far, but I'm afraid I've got some good news, Wade. We have got one match to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank.
What a big night it is for Sami Zayn, who may have got the worst draw of anyone in the Elimination Chamber qualifiers. The tall task, but the spoils are worth the risk.
Is this the main event?
And it's tonight's main event.
So standing in Sami Zayn's way.
It's going to be a pretty good. They're talking like it's going to be a pretty good match.
Which of these two men will join Drew McIntyre in the Elimination Chamber? We'll find out next.
Yep, they are definitely talking like it's going to be a pretty good match. So what's going on with everybody tonight, man? I know I got to work tomorrow. I'm glad. I got to sit in the house and be bored. I'm not going to be playing any. I'm not going to be streaming anything tomorrow. I'm taking a break from YouTube tomorrow. I'm taking a much deserved break from YouTube. Nobody has tuned into my streams this week. I don't know why. Up next is Orton versus Sami Zayn in Elimination Chamber qualifying match. I don't know. This week's episode of SmackDown feels kind of weird. Might just be me. Here I am, waiting for SmackDown to come back on. Oh man. I need Maul to hurry up and get out that bathroom so I can pee.
Contender for Friday Night SmackDown.
SmackDown is back on and it's showing Aldis and Adam Pearce. Now Logan Paul is talking to Aldis.
I'm beyond qualified. Look at my resume, dude. Every event that I've been a part of. Highest grossing group, most viewership in WWE history. What's the common denominator? Me! I'm the common denominator. I'm a prize fighter. You have me fighting for free next Friday on SmackDown in Utah? In Utah? Then I should be getting the rock treatment. Walk in here, do what I want, smack somebody across the face, back on the jet.
Alright, I'll do it. But I'm not happy about this. And no, listen, just so you know, I'm going to Australia. I'm in Michigan. And after I beat Seth Rollins in our rematch at WrestleMania,
I'm waltzing out of there as a double champ. So thank you for that. Now, just tell me who I gotta wrestle.
Oh, I'd love to if it was Monday, but today's Friday. We're doing beavers.
Yeah, it's Friday, which means you're on my show. And next week, on this show, you're getting one-on-one with a man that you know quite well. A superstar. The most must-see superstar in WWE. The Miz. The Miz. But Miz? The Miz. The Miz.
You got your hands full up.
Friday Night SmackDown is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Save if you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance.
All righty. Oh, Monday Night Raw. We're going to see LA Knight versus Ivor. Big Bronson Reed versus Bobby Lashley. Miz versus Logan Paul on SmackDown, and Dominic Mysterio versus Kevin Owens for SmackDown, for next week's episode of SmackDown. Guess I better do another thumbnail for next week's episode of SmackDown. That way my SmackDown watch along will already be scheduled. Also next Friday on SmackDown, we see Shotzi Blackheart versus Tiffany Stratton and Naomi versus Zelina Vega. What? I didn't think that's a good idea to book Naomi against somebody that's not even on her level. Whatever. Zelina Vega's losing that match against Naomi, just so y'all know. Just to give you a heads up.
Tonight as he prepares for his Elimination Chamber qualifying match against the Viper, Randy Orton. But Wade, the question remains, what sort of mood will Sammy be in next week when SmackDown rolls into Salt Lake City, Utah? Will Zayn be heading to the Elimination Chamber, or will Sammy be hanging out with Steve-O and Bob looking for a good party in SLC?
Well, we are going to get our answer very soon because the clock is ticking. And pretty soon, one of these two superstars is going to join, what's he calling himself, DM Hunt? Is that right? Drew McIntyre, DM Hunt? I think that's what he calls himself.
Here comes Randy Orton.
That's a new picture.
What the heck was that?
And there's a push from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 275 pounds.
This is what Ricky reminds me of. I'm just playing.
As we watch the Viper slither toward the ring, I want to draw attention to a little graphic that is just in the bottom of your screen.
I'm just kidding, folks. Relax.
Randy Orton successfully defended the WWE Championship inside of the Elimination Chamber. You cannot, under any circumstance, bet against the Viper.
Well, at this point in time, Randy Orton has done it all, and the only thing that will motivate him is main events and gold. And right now, the Viper is locked in on what he has to do to achieve exactly that.
No.
Sold out Spectrum Center, over 14,000 strong, ready to witness this one unfold. Will it be Orton? Who will join Drew McIntyre inside of the Elimination Chamber? And tonight's main event is sponsored by eBay Motors. The Viper versus the perennial underdog. Zayn versus Orton with Elimination Chamber on the line.
You guys know what's going to happen when Sami Zayn loses, right? Just wondering. When Sami Zayn loses, it's going to be like, even if Randy Orton loses, it's still going to be the same way. You know what happens if you know if Logan Paul loses the Elimination Chamber, if Logan Paul and all the other 4 talents loses in that 6-man Elimination Chamber. This is what instant button I'm going to be pushing. Wait, we got to do that again. Yep, that's exactly the button I'm going to be pushing. Yep. Waiting for SmackDown to come back on. Once more. Must be its 5th commercial break. Either 5th or 6th commercial break of the evening. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing for the rest of my night. I really don't. Probably just go to bed. Might as well. Work is tomorrow. She said no. That's what she said. She said no. But even prior to that, we were. She said no. I know what the manager said. Well, to be honest, we kind of were. Just right before. Right before she started hiring those two people. Right before she started hiring those 2 people, we were still hot. It's a hand in the next few weeks. Whatever. She said you can put her in an application. She said you can put her in an application. All right. SmackDown's back on.
Of the night, we kick things off on Friday Night SmackDown with the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre, punching his ticket to the chamber.
Now, didn't Sami Zayn draw the short straw? Did about 11 different opponents. He ended up with perhaps the best of all of them in Randy Orton.
I agree with you completely, Wade. As our colleague JBL likes to say, if you were to build a sports entertainer from the ground up,
it would look like Randy Orton. Somehow, this late in his career, Randy Orton finds himself in arguably the best physical condition of his life.
Refreshed, rejuvenated, recharged, and ready to conquer the world of WWE once again.
Above all else, driven. As Orton is set still to the outside, look for Sami Zayn to push the pace. Sami Zayn looking to take it high risk. Orton out of the way. A little classic Sami Zayn maneuver. But Randy Orton is arguably as motivated as he has ever been, having to sit out WrestleMania last year. That has eaten.
Well, he wasn't motivated being out with that fusion neck surgery.
And challenge Cedric Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania.
Well, Randy Orton stared down the barrel of medical retirement for over
That fusion neck injury. He wasn't motivated with that.
Wasting any time whatsoever. And I'll say this about Randy, there was something of a honeymoon period after he initially returned. I think that ended at the Royal Rumble, where he lost that matchup, the fatal four-way for Roman Reigns Championship, and this is a different Viper.
Let me ask you this, Wade, as somebody who's been inside the ring with the Viper, what is it about Randy that makes him so dangerous, so successful?
With all honesty, it's quite simply timing. Look, the man is built like a
I thought he was about to do a low. Randy Orton looked like he was about to do a low blow on Sami Zayn for a minute.
Randy was born able to do things that the rest of us take years to try and perfect. He was just better from day one, and we were all trying to play catch up.
Someone who's stepped in the ring many a time with Sami Zayn back in our NXT days, I can attest. When it comes to heart, Sami Zayn is unmatched. Just when you think Sami is beaten down, he finds that other gear. He taps into those energy reserves and keeps on fighting. Case in point, Sami Zayn with a moonsault takes.
Sami Zayn hit his foot on that pole thing. Hopefully he didn't injure it.
Which is exactly what Zayn needed, because he was under the cosh at that point in the matchup. Now finally getting a chance to take control.
Wait, how many times have you been watching a great boxing match and a great fighter just gets hit on the button, it drops him, it shuts your body down? That could be the case for Orton, or not.
Weak spots all over our body, but cleanse that temple, catch that jaw, the right spot, it's good night.
Sami Zayn gonna take a run at courtesy of the Viper, but no. Sami Zayn turns the tables on Randy Orton. The Elimination Chamber qualifier continues. Who will advance?
They only gave us 5 minutes to watch this, then now it goes on commercial break again. Probably gonna have some freaking geeks in the comments. Oh, just enjoy the show. Just watch the show. Whatever. You call this watching the show when it's going on commercial break 7 times every night? Every Friday nights? You call that watching the show? Gosh. Honestly, I'm just ready to end the stream at this point. Seems like every time it gets good, they start taking it to commercial break. Every time something good happens. Then when something bad happens, it don't go on commercial break.
Elimination Chamber qualifying match of the night. Earlier tonight, Drew McIntyre toppled AJ Styles. Now Sami Zayn one-on-one with the Viper, Randy Orton. Tornado DDT. Sami's going to the chamber. And Orton kicks out.
And Orton has not looked good ever since this moment just before the break. The slam onto our desk right on that medically repaired back. And I'll put over that DDT. Orton just hasn't been moving the same ever since that collision with our table, Corey.
I couldn't agree more. Sami Zayn, once upon a time, referred to himself as a master strategist. Certainly flexing his brain and strategy in this one, attacking the weakened back of the Viper.
Yeah, if you find any weakness on the Viper, you have to exploit it. Otherwise, you've got zero chance of beating this guy.
Orton now joining Sami in a precarious position, perched on the ropes. Randy with a front face lock, could be taking that final step up top. An homage to his father, the ace Bob Orton. Superplex! But at what cost?
I'll tell you right now, we haven't seen Randy pull out that move in a long time since his return. I assumed that had been consigned to history because of that medically repaired back that we talked about. Take another look at the line. First is Sami Zayn, but keep an eye on the Viper. It's a pull from the top rope, and he's really feeling that now. That might have been instinct kicking in for Randy Orton. I think he's regretting that.
I think you're right. I think it was instinct. Old habits die hard. Randy going for broke, but in the process cost himself a valuable few moments. Sami Zayn still in this matchup. And now, this is what Randy wanted to avoid, letting Sami get momentum on his side.
12 months ago, Sami Zayn main evented at the Elimination Chamber in 2023, one of the most emotional nights in the history of WWE, trying to recapture that magic and momentum tonight to get himself back to the Elimination Chamber.
And remember, the Elimination Chamber is merely only the next step toward WrestleMania, as Orton drives Sami down with a snap power slam.
Yeah, this is Orton getting back to his best, but you're right, at what cost is the damage to that spine having on the Viper, who just hasn't got the same poise or pace that we're used to.
Once again, Sami in a dangerous
Orton's going to that place. Oh, Sami just dumped Orton out the ring.
Too long for the Viper as he was trying to capitalize on Zayn.
Here comes Sami. Suicide dive. Nearly sent into the front row of the WWE Universe.
Talk about magic and momentum right now, Sami Zayn. This is your
opportunity.
Both of these athletes know exactly what's at stake. A chance to step inside of the most brutal structure. WWE, the Elimination Chamber. And Sami's greatest hopes may have just gone up in smoke.
Well, payback from the Viper. I think they call that one a receipt.
And I hate to be the one to point it out as we look again at Sami Zayn ricocheting off our announce table. Randy Orton still moving very gingerly by his standards.
So now is Sami Zayn, and that could be pivotal as Randy once again goes for the signature DDT.
Vintage Orton. Thanks, Cole. And right now, Sami Zayn has got to feel the Elimination Chamber slipping through his fingertips.
I don't think he can feel his fingertips at all after that DDT, and it might be academic. Things are about to get poisonous for Sami Zayn.
The Viper coil, looking for the RKO. Shoulders down, rolled up by Zayn. Orton kicks out.
Just a split second away from stealing the RKO attempt again.
Blue Thunderball by Zayn. Covered. Orton survives.
A look at the panic in the eyes of Sami Zayn, who may well have just thrown his best shot at a pre-damaged Viper, and the Viper is back in this.
And that's got to be disheartening if you're Sami Zayn, delivering the Blue Thunder, but not enough to put this away. Oh, from out of nowhere. The Viper has entered the chamber. There is your
The Viper has entered the chamber.
the Viper, one of the best to ever do it. Randy Orton overcomes Sami Zayn and punches his ticket to Perth, Australia for the Elimination Chamber. Here we take another look at the closing moments, Wade. It seemed like Sami was just getting ready to roll, and just that quick, Orton changed
The most dangerous letters in WWE for nothing. Two places are now taken in the Elimination Chamber in Perth, Australia. McIntyre and Orton, 4 more today, of course. We'll get the next 2 this Monday on Raw.
And the final 2, of course, here on Friday Night SmackDown, live from Salt Lake City next week. The 2 men who have qualified thus far for the Elimination Chamber, Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton. Who will be next? It's going down under.
Start with the back.
I can't believe Knight cost AJ Styles the match, man. It makes me wonder why he did that. I hope he realized Drew McIntyre pushed AJ Styles into LA Knight. Not AJ Styles going into LA Knight on purpose. Charlotte News just showed the SmackDown Spectrum in Oaktown. Yo, folks, I'll be back to go over your SmackDown results coming out of episode 1277 here in about a few minutes. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere. I'll be going over your SmackDown results here in about a few minutes, and I'll be right back. Hold on, let's try that one more time. Something didn't go. Something isn't right here. All right. Never mind. I don't know what's going on with the intro. The intro was working the first time. Now it's not wanting to work the second time. I don't know what's going on here. But anyways, folks, it's time to go over your SmackDown results coming out of tonight's episode of SmackDown. This fucking website must be tripping. Hopefully my mic's not messing up either. Hopefully you guys can hear me, I hope. Okay. So we're going to start off with going over Triple H addressing the events of WrestleMania kickoff. Never realized my mic was off until now. Now, as I was saying, when the mic went off by mistake, Triple H kickoff SmackDown. Joining in the square of circle and SmackDown General Manager Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis to address the events of Thursday's WrestleMania kickoff press conference. He alluded to a power struggle between him and The Rock before acknowledging that the final decision lies within him. It will be Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania in Philadelphia for the Undisputed WWE Universal Championship. From there, Aldis and Pearce announced that the challenger for Seth Rollins' World Heavyweight Championship will be determined in Perth, Australia. Now, Obviously, Para Destroyer is going to be at this year's Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Now, the participants involved included AJ Styles, Drew McIntyre, which we saw go against each other, Lashley, Ivar, Randy Orton. We saw Randy Orton go up against Sami Zayn. He won. He's in the Elimination Chamber with Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre won his match over AJ Styles to exert himself in that six-man Elimination Chamber match. You got Dominique, who's still in it, The Miz, LA Knight, Logan Paul, Kevin Owens, and Big Bronson Reed. Now, matches to determine the 6 superstars who will compete at the Premium Live event will begin. It said it had begun tonight. It happened. It took place tonight. So we saw Styles versus Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre went over Styles to insert himself into the Elimination Chamber 6-man Elimination Chamber match. And we saw Randy Orton picking up a win over Sami Zayn to put himself in there as well. So in the men's Elimination Chamber match right now, the men's 6-man Elimination Chamber match is Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre. So all they need is four more male talented superstars to be in the Elimination Chamber. I know that we are getting Miz versus Logan Paul and Kevin Owens versus Dominic Mysterio for next week's episode of SmackDown. For Raw, we're getting Bobby Lashley versus Bronson Reed and Ivar. I don't remember who Ivar's opponent was. I think it's Ivar versus LA Knight. Something like that. Yeah. Now, McIntyre hit the ring, took a few shots at CM Punk, took credit for Rose choosing to finish his story against Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the head of the table, of course. Now, he vowed to save the world title by beating Rollins at WrestleMania. It was a red-hot start to the show that intensified the tensions we saw between The Rock and Triple H in Las Vegas. In my opinion, it was a great start to SmackDown episode 1277. Now, reiterated the main event of the biggest show of the year, and also turned attention to deciding a number 1 contender to Rollins through a series of what could be super in-ring contests, all culminating with the Elimination Chamber on February the 24th. So now we're going to go over this Elimination Chamber qualifier match, AJ Styles versus Drew McIntyre. Obviously, Drew McIntyre won the match, thanks to the help of LA Knight. I don't think LA Knight was trying to help Drew McIntyre anyway, because Drew McIntyre is a heel, remember, and LA Knight is a babyface. If I was AJ Styles, I would get retribution and have LA Knight lose the eyeball. Since LA Knight had AJ Styles losing to Drew McIntyre by, distracting AJ Styles, because evidently Drew McIntyre pushed AJ Styles to LA Knight commentary. So that led to LA Knight pouring water on top of AJ Styles' hair. Something like that. And it looked like he got on his face too. And Drew McIntyre advanced to the Elimination Chamber match with a victory over AJ Styles in the night's opening contest, thanks in no part to a distraction from LA Knight. Mounting tensions between the two reared their head late in the match when McIntyre hurdled his opponent at LA Knight, who actually, believe it or not, poured water on the Phenomenal One. I just said that. 2 seconds ago. Now, shots were taken at the Megastar, which provided just enough of a distraction for McIntyre to flash Styles to Claymore for the win. Like I said, LA Knight was not there to help any of the competitors win their match. He's not there to help Drew McIntyre. It's just unexpected. That's it. He's just on commentary to watch this match, see how interesting the match is going to be between McIntyre and AJ Styles. He's never seen them go at it against one another before. I think it would make sense for AJ Styles to cost LA Knight his match, since LA Knight cost AJ Styles his match, on SmackDown. I think that's what's going to happen on next week's episode of Monday Night Raw. AJ Styles comes out to cause LA Knight his loss to Ivar. I think Ivar will probably insert himself into the Elimination Chamber match. Maybe. Who knows? They could turn around and have LA Knight win and not have Styles come out at all. We'll see though. We'll see next week. But just know this: anytime pros like McIntyre and Styles get a certain level of quality to be expected. Decent, strong match, supported by the action of the audience. The question is, could it have been done without the insistent interference of LA Knight? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know, but one thing's for sure, it furthered a feud which will only intensify now that Styles has seen his dreams of headlining WrestleMania dashed. At some point, Styles is going to come on Raw and it's going to cost LA Knight his match. I mean, it only makes sense for him to do that. LA Knight cost AJ Styles his match against Drew McIntyre. So we're going to go over this Women's Elimination Chamber qualifying match between Bianca Belair and Mia Yim. Bianca Belair is one step closer to returning to the championship match at WrestleMania with her victory over Mia Yim in Elimination Chamber qualifier. The EST overcame a game opponent, absorbing everything the First Lady of the OC threw at her and delivering a kiss to death to cash her ticket to the Perth, Australia Premium Live event. It was the latest in a series of strong in-ring performances from Mia Yim, who should be in line for a bigger push post-WrestleMania. She has repeatedly proven herself, and it is no accident that she is receiving the television time that she is right now. Belair winning was the right call, and that she is an elite performer in the women's division and brings star power to the Elimination Chamber match. She may not win on February the 24th, but one would be hard-pressed to find anyone who would actually not want to see her and Mia Yim run it back at some point in the near future. If I was to rate this match, I would definitely give it a B+. Not a B itself, give it a B+. For Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles, definitely an A+. And for the Triple H addressing the events of WrestleMania Kickoff, definitely an A+ for that one. Bayley discussing splitting from Damage CTRL. Bayley and Io Sky are headed for a clash at WrestleMania with the latest WWE Women's Championship up for grabs. But it was another former Damage CTRL teammate from who the 2024 Women's Royal Rumble winner, found herself demanding answers. Now, Dakota Kai interrupted Bayley, found herself on the defensive, explaining that she did not know how to tell her friend that Sky, Asuka, and Kairi Sane were plotting her ousting from Damage CTRL. This brought out the heels, with Damage CTRL encircling the squared circle. Kai grabbed a chair and at first teased hitting Bayley with it for helping fend the heels off. So Dakota Kai turned on Bayley at WrestleMania 40 and hit her with the chair, give her a final blow by helping Io Sky retain over Bayley. I think Bayley should beat Io Sky to become the new WWE Women's Champion. I think Io Sky's been Women's Champion long enough now. I hate to say it. As much as that championship looks good on her, I think her days as WWE Women's Championship are over. As far as I can see, where this story is going. Even though Kai appeared to help Bayley, there is still tension that exists between them, and just as the babyface did with her now former teammates a week ago. About a week ago. As Bobby Shmurda likes to say in that song. Yes, in his first album that he released back when he was young. It would not be surprising to find out that Kai was playing her, especially considering some of the instances in recent memory where Kai actually exhibited the same reactions to Bayley that the rest of Damage CTRL did. Now, this was still a logical next step, giving us absence a week ago. It helps build intrigue with just under 2 months of television to go before WrestleMania. I don't know how you go further than that, but you know. I definitely give this a B-. Still a great segment. With Bayley, Damage CTRL, and Dakota Kai. It was great. Tyler Bate, Pete Dunne squared off against DIY's Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa in the WWE Undisputed Tag Team Championship #1 Contenders match. Gonna go over when we're down with that. So the match was every bit as good as you would expect from the collection of talent involved. So here's the results for the #1 contender WWE Undisputed Tag Team Championship match. So again, the match was every bit as good as you would expect from the collection of talent involved. But if there was one negative, it was that it was limited by the confines of television time. Honestly, this match should have got more TV time. I don't think it lasted like how it should. But look on the bright side. The action was non-stop. It was interesting television. It was a good TV tag team match. You know, it saw Bate pull off a hellish display of strength, agility, and skills, the likes of which earned him the Big Strong Boy moniker, and concluded with Dunne countering Gargano's slingshot spear into the bitter end for the win. The idea of Dunne and Bate going up against Priest and Balor should excite anyone who loves great in-ring action, especially of the tag team variety. On a show that will have plenty of other higher profile stars. Now let me stop tripping. At Happenings, it could very well be the show stealing match on the premium live event. I know I sound like a pirate when I say stars. Stars. So the main event was the elimination qualifier match between Zayn and Randy Orton. This was the main event of SmackDown episode 1272. Now, the Viper Randy Orton. Obviously, you guys know the three most destructive letters in WWE, RKO. He's also known as the Legend Killer as well. He's still known as the Viper today. As of this year, he's still known as the Viper. Randy Orton would turn to the Elimination Chamber match for the 9th time in Perth via his victory over Sami Zayn in the main event of Friday's show. I already told you guys Randy Orton picked up the victory over Sami Zayn to insert himself in that 6-man Elimination Chamber spot. And here I am bringing it up again. So, here's your Elimination Chamber qualifier match results for Sami Zayn versus Randy Orton. So, Zayn dominated the action for the most part, capitalizing on the previously injured back of the Viper. That was a good strategy by Sami Zayn. It goes to show how intelligent and smart Sami Zayn really is in that ring and outside the ring. I imagine he's smart and brilliant in real life too, and intelligent. But he focused on the injured back of the Viper after really dumping him on the announce table. Now, desperation and frustration set in late already. Though, as he failed to put the 3rd generation star down for the count. I felt like frustration and desperation set in early and late for Sami Zayn, honestly. That's how I feel about it. That's just my opinion. But a springboard bouncing off the ropes and eating an RKO as Orton proved his words from earlier in the night. All it takes is one. And he did just that. Now, the show went off air with Drew McIntyre confronting Orton, teasing renewed issues between the two and hyping 2 top-tier stars who have already qualified for the February 24 Premium Live Events namesake match. Now, overall, WWE is indeed, in fact, WWE is 100% cooking right now. This episode was just definitely that. This week's episode of SmackDown. It started by addressing the highest topic in pro wrestling and enhancing it with Triple H's defiance in the face of the Rock and Roll Reigns' sheer power, and proceed to set the framework of the night's event by revealing the Elimination Chamber qualifiers, with the winners advancing in Perth to complete for a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. Then we seen another bang of a match from Mia Yim, this time with the equality, or equally excellent Bianca Belair, the ST of WWE, And so Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa proved that even lacking television time, they could steal the show. Now, both Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles and Randy Orton versus Sami Zayn were strong matches, and both further storylines within. In the case of the former champion, it was the intensification of the Styles LA Knight rivalry, while in the later was Zayn's quest to actually prove his worth as a contender to the world title, falling just short. The show knew the stories, it was working well, executed them extremely effectively, and delivered from an in-ring perspective to boot, with potentially more eyes on the prize and on the product too. The show delivered big time. This was one of the more decent SmackDowns of 2014, or 2024, not 2014. I'm not saying, if I'm saying 2014, I'm way behind. This was one of the best episodes. This is one of the more best SmackDown episodes of 2024, no question about it. This was great. Triple H and his administration did a good job writing and producing this show. Whoever wrote this show, they did great. They did great. And whoever booked the matches did a hell of a good job. Whoever wrote last week's episode of SmackDown did a terrible fucking job, because we got one of the worst main events of all time on last week's episode of SmackDown. It was bad. It was terrible. But this week's episode of SmackDown was definitely better than last week's, just because of that main event. Yeah, we got in last week's episode. And the way Cody was fucking screwed. Now that WrestleMania press conference, I watched it. It was good and it was bad. There was some good to it and there was some bad to it too. But hey, take what I say for granted, you know. But anyhow, like I said, this week's episode of SmackDown was one of the best SmackDown episodes of 2024 so far. And it delivered really, really well. Great show. Great showing by the SmackDown talent tonight. Great. Good job to the commentary team, Corey Graves and Ray Barrett. Doing the best commentary work of their career, as well as Michael Cole and Pat McAfee over on Monday Night Raw. This has been a good year for the company right now. Without Vince McMahon, anyway. Hopefully, next week's SmackDown will be just like the one we got this week. I hope. This is the type of television we need to be seeing on here. If we're not seeing something like that, then that means Vince McMahon and his administration is in charge. Is doing something really suspicious in the shadows to make these shows worse. But so far, ever since Vince McMahon's been resigned from the company, ever since he resigned from the company due to the sexual allegations going up against him, you know, the lawsuit and all this shit. Ever since he resigned from the company, the show's been great. You gotta admit, shows have been absolutely fantastic. Spot on, brilliant. Hopefully next week's episode of SmackDown will be just like the episode we watched tonight, which was episode 1277. Folks, that's going to do it. I'm getting out of here. I'm getting the heck out of here. Obviously, the press conference was yesterday. So, I mean, that was, wow. The Rock slapped Cody like he slapped Cody like a fucking female. That's how The Rock slapped Cody, literally like a female. I mean, wow. I watched the whole press conference. I really did. But like, the press conference was bad, good and bad. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of y'all's Friday night. I'm not streaming anything tomorrow. I'm taking a much deserved break from YouTube. I'm gonna be watching YouTube videos, but I'm gonna be taking a much break from YouTube, man. From streaming games on YouTube and stuff. I am gonna have a full schedule for next week and the week after next. I might hop back on the tanks. I don't know. I'm thinking about it, highly thinking about it. I know I'm ready to go to work tomorrow. I'm gonna go to McDonald's get some breakfast tomorrow for work, so I won't be feeling like how I felt since yesterday. My head is not feeling like that no more. Either it's the cereal I'm eating or it's the milk. It's gotta be the milk. Something. It's gotta be something, man. That's making my head just feel that way. Or it's my medicine. But most important thing is that I'm okay. You know, I'm still alive. I'm still taking care of myself, my mother, my grandmother, and that's it. You know. Most important thing is I'm helping my job, keeping my job on top. Make sure my job is the number one. Make sure my KFC job is the number one KFC restaurant in all of North Carolina. But I'm getting out of here, and I'll see you guys. I am streaming World of Tanks Modern Armor Sunday. I made a decision to stream that game Sunday, so I'll see you guys live next Sunday night, which will be in about 1 or 2 days. See you guys Sunday for some more World of Tanks Modern Armor content that I'll be streaming on the channel. Gonna be working on that season with the new Chinese tank that I got. I bought the season pass. I'll tell you guys all about it Sunday night. But I'm getting out of here. Peace. Have a smile upon you.